Hey guys, welcome to Obi Cars Workshop. How's everyone doing? Well, I've got another trick to show you guys regarding making silicone molds, homemade stuff. So anyway, as you guys know, I've been experimenting with silicone and actually this kind of stuff, silicone, housing silicone. And I did a few videos on it over the years. And another trick, I want to make some molds and stuff. Actually, I've done a couple already. So from here, and I just finished this big log here. So anyways, you can use various things. You can use baking powder, which I use most of. Talcum powder, baby powder. Get kids, babies. I mean, probably you don't use this anymore. Probably cancer causing or something. Or flour. I don't have any flour on here, but baking flour for baking bread, just this and that. I know you guys, the wives, are gonna be mad at me now. So you're gonna be stealing all my flour now to build your model parts. So this is the consistency of it. It's not. I mean, it dries firm. This basically the idea of it is you put it in a pile. I'll show you this in a minute. And you want to take all the sticky out of it. You just keep putting it in the powder here, and you take all the sticky out of it, and you press it into your part. I'll show you a mold. So the finer the material for using, the finer the powder, the better. I made this with talcum powder, and it's really, really pliable and it's flexible and everything. It doesn't shrink, so I really like that. I've used this model, I've used the crap out of this mold, but it's not perfect. It's not like using the the stuff from using the smooth on. I mean, this stuff is the ideal, sort of clear. I use that quite a bit already, or any other kind of silicone smooth on product. Those work the best, but when you don't feel like going to town and getting the material, or you have to order stuff online, to make do with what you got. This is kind of messy. That's why I choose to make it into use a old model box, which works the best. You know, like the old truck boxes, like for AMT truck kits. So there's some flour in there now, regular purpose flour. Is what I have. So that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to put the camera up on here so you can see a little better. Now this is just a cheap way of doing this. If you're in a pinch, you want to mold some parts, providing you have the casting plastic. Not really set up for doing this kind of stuff, but anyways. So anyways, here we go. I'll probably end up brightening the video up a little bit. So what you do is you have a little bit of flour like that, right? And you just put you pour it in the corner. Using a can, like a bowl, is a lot better, like a mixing bowl. Oh man, Mrs. BG is going to be yelling at me now, and also whoever else has wives in the model community. Fast ready. Okay, don't let your wife start throwing pots and pans at the screen. She'll break your screen. Might break me too. So first, anyways, your stuff. You just make a little pile of it in there. Nothing crazy. I don't use too much because I really have nothing else to mold. Like, I suppose you could probably put it into one of those ones there, but back it off. You just knead it like bread, you know, very, very simple. Nothing crazy. Actually, what I did is I made a big pile of this, and I stuck it in there, just mashed it together. Just do the top. If you don't touch it too much, it'll stick to your fingers. Like dudes like to. If you had clean gloves, I just make the powder or whatever in your hands and make sure the fingers don't get too sticky. Just keep kneading it, flipping it around, kneading it. It's a bit tedious and messy, but no biggie. And also, it's good to have a clean box. You don't want chunks in your silicone. That's why they kind of, I think that using a some kind of mixing bowl may work better than this system. But really, what I had, what I'm using, works the best. It's disposable. Throw it in the garbage. You're done. Don't look at it ever again. Take it in the corner. The idea of it is to take the wetness out of the silicone. That's all you're doing, is taking the wetness out of it. It'll cure slowly but surely. I find that the baking powder actually makes it cure really fast. And the stuff that's a lot more powdery, like the baking or like the flour or the baby powder, makes it takes forever for it. Well, it takes a bit longer for it to dry. You roll it around, get little wet spots out of it. I mean, this is simple to do. It's kind of sticky. You don't want it too dry either, because it won't pick up the detail on your parts. I mean, this is press fit stuff, easy to do. A little ball. Now, if you really want to get ambitious, you do all sorts of stuff with this stuff here. A little ball like that. Quite pliable. Do anything with it. You can put it anywhere. Do anything with it. I'm just going to put it in here because I have nothing else ready to mold. Well, I guess I could. Could do something. Could do something. See what we can find to make a mold. One. I got other stuff there, but I've written nothing else really prepared. So we're just gonna. Here's a little hub. Yeah, my camera's not doing any damn justice. Oops. There we go. Got there. So you just kind of press it in there and make sure you get all around the edges. You know, it's like plasticine. And just let it cure. Takes, I don't know how long it takes. You just have to leave it alone for a while. For, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours maybe. And come back to it. Quick and easy silicone mold. Nothing crazy. There you go. So you can make this a 2-part, and also you can make it 2-part and single-part molds out of it too. So it's easy to do it that way. To cut it apart with a X-Acto blade, or whatever you cut it with. Don't cut your fingers. So, anyways, that's what I do. If I'm in a pinch for making molds or whatever, I use regular 100% silicone. Can be either bathroom silicone or the clear. Clear is the best, I think, from my experience. And you can use, like I said, you can use any kind of powder, basically. I haven't tried icing sugar yet, but like I said, I've used the baking powder. You could probably use cornstarch, but I think it's kind of coarse. Baking powder or flour for baking bread. So the flour is probably your best bet. You can get a whole bag of it pretty cheap, and get it anywhere, any kind of grocery store. I actually had a hard time finding the baking or the baby powder. You don't really sell it much anymore. I don't think they use it much anymore on kids. Frick, we guys used. Our parents play that shit on us all the time. So, anyways, here's one mold. It's going, so it's curing. So in here is probably going on about maybe an hour and a half, and it's really getting cured. So So, but you have to be quick. Once it starts getting hard, you gotta push it in there and make sure you're getting it real good. Let's see, here's one here too. Here's the flower. It's ready to get. So basically, you just need a stuff to take up the wetness on the silicone, and that's all you want to do, really. So there's various things. I know I've experimented with this stuff here too to get a construction adhesive. That works, but for a different application, right? So it's messy. Remember, this is messy stuff to use. See, it's already starting to harden. So this stuff here can be used for many different applications. You get good at it, you can do, like I said, you can do 2-part molds with it, no problem. So if you're in a pinch for doing molds, you don't have any silicone or anything around in your area, instead of going all the way and ordering it, you can just pinch, you can use whatever you have, right? So make sure you wear gloves too, because this shit gets in your hands, and you don't want to be patting your wife on the bum with hands full of flour. She might not like that. So anyways, here again for you guys. You're doing models and casting this and that. Cheap way. Another way to do silicone molds using regular 100% silicone. And my next product I'm using is flour. Baking flour for baking bread. So thanks for watching the video and the little tutorial how to make affordable cheap molds. And I think this would be probably number 3 or 4, can't remember. So alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments below.